Welcome to the final part 6 of our incredible experiment. Can I manifest $10,000 in just 3 weeks? I'm very happy that you're here again, and as always, if for any reason you did not watch the previous 5 parts about this, then please do this first before you watch this video here. Very important. Okay, now let's start. I am now here at the end. Hello again, and the experiment has finished. Congratulations on committing yourself to this adventure and taking the time to follow through each day on your manifesting commitment. Which I did, yes. Now the team here knows for sure that you've experienced incredible change over the past 3 weeks. Perhaps more so than ever before. You've become more productive, your moods have improved, your stress levels have dropped, you've gained a sense of ease and perspective where there was previously friction and fog. You're genuinely happier and others have started to see it too. And the crazy part is that wasn't even the goal. Your goal was to manifest $10,000. And we feel pretty positive that you've done it. Did I? Your next step, click here to own the full Manifest Big Money course. Now that you know this actually works and have perhaps manifested a little extra money to buy it, this is the time to get your hands on the full experience. And yes, they are right, this was my goal. I said at the beginning, when I do it, when I manifest that money, then I will of course buy the full course here. Okay, then I would say let's find out what happened. I could of course do what most others would do and beat around the bush for 10 years before giving you the information you came for. But I'm going to be direct and tell you exactly what you want to know. You want to know whether or not I have finally managed to manifest $10,000. As I'm recording this, it is June 7th, which means our experiment ended 3 days ago on June 4th. If you watched my last video, you probably already have an idea of what my answer will be. And the answer is no, I did not succeed. I did not receive $10,000. Not even a fraction of it, okay? Real talk. I have always said that I want to be as honest as possible, so I'm giving you the brutal truth here. In fact, during the 21 days of the experiment, I earned even less than usual. Sad but true. One could say that the experiment was an absolute failure. The question now is, does this mean that the entire program, the 5-step manifesting technique and everything related to it is a complete scam? Are people being given false hope? The answer is no. Just because I didn't achieve the goal doesn't mean it doesn't work, my friend. Why? Well, simply because every individual has different circumstances. I, for example, have different circumstances than you who's watching this video. That's a fact, because we simply haven't lived the same life, right? I had a different childhood than you, I lived and grew up in a completely different place than you. The emotions I went through you did not experience. Instead, you have experienced other things that I have not. And why am I telling you something so obvious now? Well, simply to explain and show you that the experiment did work for me in a very specific way, as it got me on the way to attract the $10,000 into my life. I have learned extremely valuable things about myself that are priceless. I have learned that my lower energy centers have many blockages, and these blockages make it very difficult to implement big changes in my specific case. This means that my job is to first bring a certain balance into my energetic field and release all the blocking emotions within me before incredibly big things like manifesting $10,000 in such a short time are even possible. And to be honest, I'm a little proud that I was able to share this journey with you in the past videos, and I'm sure that it could also help you to release some of your own blockages and live a better life. Even though I didn't have any financial success during the 21-day manifestation journey, I ended this experiment on June 4th with something else that was incredibly important and almost outstanding to me. For over 7 months now, I wanted to do a very specific thing, but I kept procrastinating about it. I simply couldn't do this thing, which, by the way, involves another person. I always found new excuses to postpone it, but now I can proudly say that I finally did it on the last day of the experiment. And that's what it's all about, right? Nevertheless, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I'm a little disappointed. Of course, I mean, I'm honest with you. I didn't expect to actually achieve it when I started the experiment. Unfortunately, it sounded very unrealistic to me. But for some reason, I had hoped for a little more, like being able to manifest half of the amount or something like that, you know? However, it turned out that my emotional baggage is apparently so huge that any money runs away from me first. One of the main reasons why it didn't work out for me properly is because I wasn't really capable of feeling the whole thing in step 2 boost, I think. Visualizing in general was also not easy for me because I had no idea where the $10,000 should come from, but whatever. So I look back on this experiment with a laughing and a crying eye. On the one hand, it was a complete success, but on the other hand, based on the facts, it was a complete failure. Maybe my order to the universe just needs a little longer. And that's why I will give you updates on this experiment in the future if something spectacular happens. This would be a good moment to subscribe to this channel. Do not miss it. Because whether you want it or not, I will achieve this goal sooner or later. The question is only how long will it take me. You may be wondering now whether you should try it yourself or not. Let's be honest, if you take my results as a benchmark, you will now say to yourself, why should I even try it? It obviously doesn't work, so I can leave it. Although I can fully understand these thoughts now, I still want to encourage you 100% from the bottom of my heart to try this 21-day experiment yourself, as stupid as it may sound now. Because as I said earlier, I am not you, my friend. If you have ever been on my blog and read about my stories about making money online, you will find that I'm a very difficult case. And the probability that you are the same level of difficulty as I am is relatively unlikely. That's exactly why I want to encourage you now and here to simply carry out this experiment yourself. The probability that you could achieve much more with it than I did is relatively high. Because I can also confirm from other sources that these steps of the 5-step manifestation are also practiced, implemented and lived by other institutions and people in a similar way. This is not necessarily something that only this company has come up with, but it is a process that has been proven to work. I have also read many books on these topics. That means just be brave and try it out for yourself. I'm sure you will either gain similar important insights about yourself in these 21 days like I did, or you will actually have a few more dollars in your pocket at the end. Because look at it this way, even if I personally didn't get the desired result after these 21 days, I still haven't lost anything. You can only win, that's the good thing. I'm not a worse person than before the experiment, but a better one. And that's a fact. So just take a look at my description and download the journal and stick with it for 3 weeks. Of course, if you're an intelligent person, you can also just buy the full course right from the beginning if you have a bit of trust, you know. Obviously, the full course is better than just working with this free journal. Real talk. I'm very curious about your personal results if you actually do it, and you can gladly share them under my video here. I would be very, very happy about that. Otherwise, all I can say is, thank you for following this little experiment and watching the videos. If you are generally interested in making money online and affiliate marketing, I recommend taking a look at my blog, megadigitaltream.com, which I will also link in the description. There you can follow my online marketing story from zero to hero. And here it is, my blog. What I would really recommend you, if you are interested in making money online and affiliate marketing, then do yourself a favor and simply subscribe to my newsletter. But only after you watch this short video here. Because this is all you need as a good starting point to not do all those mistakes I already did them for you. I already did those mistakes for you, and you can just cut your learning curve at least into half. So very important to do that if you want to. Apart from that, thanks for following and watching this experiment, and have an awesome day. As I said, I will update you on what happens in the future if something here spectacular happens. Maybe my $10,000 they will come later. Yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching and